Uh, I think what I'm planning on doing is going to Soul Calibur, but not necessarily to play it. I might play it a little bit, and this is gonna be a shorter stream because I've started this like an hour and a half later than like my later streams. Because this is actually usually when I'd be done streaming on Wednesday or Friday.
Soul Calibur 6.
Oh yeah, I might not have any sound effects on because I usually play this while I'm listening to music, so like I did actually last time I played it. I'm just gonna bring these back up to out there for
Battle 1.
Alright. Actually, there probably was a reset setting button. Yeah, so something I don't know if I really said, but I want to make video games when like I'm older, or at least like I have good ideas for video games. I might, if I have like the money, pay a already like established games studio to make them. But yes, something I've been wanting to do, and yeah. So I have a couple of original characters. I think these three weren't initially like, oh, this is gonna be a game for a game, but then I like saw them and I was like, oh yeah, I could put those in a game. Like that I'm thinking about. It's gonna be based on like religion. I think it's more based off of cults though, from what I'm doing. Because it's two like probably like 13 to like 16-year-olds. Like they're basically being raised to just be like, oh yeah, worship this god or something like that, or like this dragon. And then they go to another country that's been freaking destroyed by it, and they see how that all happened firsthand. And yeah, I don't want to like flesh it out too much because I feel like I want to bounce this off of like other people. And like if I get too far into it, like if there's like one thing they don't like, and like it's like based off of a certain event that has to happen, like this happens, and then that just gets ruined. So that's why I'm not gonna go too far into it. I think as long as I get like the basic main idea, like a beginning and an end, I feel like that's fine. Everything in between though, I think that would be what I flesh out. The two children would be Maddie and Will, which is why I said like 12 to 16. I assume Maddie's gonna be a lot like Elise from Fates. I mean, I literally made him like the same color scheme as Nor. Because I also thought Maddie was wearing purple here, because I made her before this. I thought she was wearing purple, which I did change it, and I made her eyes purple, which that also wasn't what she was used to be. I thought she was purple here, but she was actually wearing pink. Like if I go over here, yeah, she was wearing like this, and I thought she was wearing purple. That's why I made him purple. And then I realized, oh wait, Maddie's not purple. Also, her name used to be like Madeline. I think it's how you pronounce Madeline, like you pronounce Madeline. Because it was, how do you, I don't remember how you spell it, but it was kind of like that. It was Laine, which I assume is still Madeline, but I think the more common spelling is Line for Madeline. So yeah, I was just thinking about making more characters. I make Katrina as like a commander later on, because I think I did actually say it on stream. I think in an engaged stream. I feel like one of the characters in Fates that had the most potential and like there was like not really much of a payoff for was Flora. It's like she was just like basically a girl who had like low self-esteem and basically given up her happiness, I think is literally what she says. And yet you see my mouse, sorry. I was trying to adjust the sound. I gotta do some stuff, whatever. Like she has low self-esteem, and that in Birthright it comes to a head where she killed herself for attacking Corin and her own sister, her twin sister. Which actually I did make Flora. There she is. Flora and Felicia. But, yeah. So I wanted a character that was like similar to that, but they actually had a payoff. Because also in like, even like Conquest and Revelation when Flora lives, like, I think it just says, oh, she just goes back to the Ice Village. It doesn't say anything, even if Corin is married to Flora, of like her like finding happiness again and whatnot. Which I feel like is a really dumb thing. Because I feel like that would have been such a good payoff for her, and it just never materialized. So, yeah, I don't know. Also, their father is Bartholomew. And he's probably gonna look somewhat like that. Yeah, these are just roughly what they'll look like. Like, they won't all look like this. This is Jacob, who is gonna be the older brother of Maddie and Will, who stayed loyal to the country. I haven't come up with a name for the country yet, but... Also, Bartholomew was one of the 12 apostles, I believe, which is why I named him Bartholomew. Because here's the thing, this is like the only one that sounded like medieval, that wasn't just like John. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think if I have like a medieval type game, and the main villain's name is John, that's not very threatening. Maybe if it was John Cena, but I mean, it's not John Cena. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard though to make characters when I don't even have it filled out. Actually, what I was going to do though, because I have another one on like police brutality and like mental health and whatnot. I think actually I was thinking of one I could do for that guy. Where's Maxie? There it goes. That's Killick. Never mind. That shot me. That's Maxie. God, Jesus Christ. I'd want to be hand to hand, like use his fists, like not nunchucks. It's just this is the closest thing you can come to like melee. Basically, is Maxie. Yeah, I think he's just gonna be like a casual dude, like wear a hoodie. I'm not sure if there's hoodies in this game, but I'm gonna have to hear voices. Hang on.
I won't. You will die.
This should be a good fight.
Why do you choose? I can see the fear.
Let's go. Weaklings. Well, do not inter. Well, weakling. Let's go.
I can see the. Why do you choose to?
This fight. This should be a good fight.
I think it'll be something along the lines of that.
This should be a good fight.
I like a little higher pitch though, because I think it'll be probably still like in his teens a little bit. Make him bald? I could. I could do a lot of different stuff actually. I'll have him wear a t-shirt for now. I think there's hoodies though. Maybe not. But this is just like, because I have no artistic ability. Is that a hoodie? That's a cotton shirt. Okay. I have no artistic ability, so I'm just putting these into Soul Calibur so I kind of have like a general idea of what I want. There's really no hoodies, huh? I mean, I guess there's, you can't make sunglasses in this. I guess this is the closest I'll get. You just have like a straight up undershirt? Sure, that works. He'd wear sweatpants, which I think slacks are probably the closest. Well, it'd either be jeans or slacks. One of the two. Or sweatpants. I might make him wear a necklace, but I don't... I think there are necklaces actually in the other section. I might make his hand like bandaged. Like, I don't think that's an option in this, but I would do that and make his hand like bandaged. Yeah, this isn't what I'm... Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. This is the closest, but it doesn't go on his hands. I'll just do that though to remind myself, hey, I want to make his hands bandaged. And then, yeah, you just have socks and just regular shoes. Which I'm not sure what's the closest to regular shoes. I think it's tuxedo shoes, probably. Yeah, I think there's necklaces in this section. There's literally Joker's mask, though. Like, you can make Joker really easily, because that's literally his mask. He's literally Taki. If only he had a gun. Or if Cervantes didn't have such a huge range. Oh, maybe there are necklaces. Okay. Yeah, I guess not. I mean, I guess I want to make him look... Well, it could work either way. Make him look tough on the outside, but deep down mentally, he's not in a good spot. So yeah, I think I'll do that, actually. I'll make him bald. Also, real quick, I'm gonna change his skin color because I feel like it'll give me a better view of this. So I guess that would be... You make a dark skin character here. Like, what is the best color for that? I guess it would be that, maybe? I mean, be on either spectrum of the red, probably. Maybe that. Do that. Oh right, I have to freaking select it before it'll actually give me the what it looks like. I forgot about that. Okay, I really don't like any of these options, I'm gonna be honest. This would probably be the closest. I'm not sure if I'd want facial hair form though, but that's probably the closest. Well, yeah, I guess it could be also like an adult, like father or something like that. That could work too, yeah, actually. I can make him a father. Name Luke. Luke Cage. Yeah, I think this works. Is it actually brown? See, what's weird is that I plan on, because a lot of this is going to be like deep stuff, like the game ideas I'm thinking of, and like throwing that in the same series. And this is completely different from what I have from the first one. Like, I feel like at least with Fire Emblem, like, you can still like be like, yeah, I can see that being from the same series, but like this, compared to what I've made before and was showing off originally, I don't know. I feel like it'd be a little difficult to tell apart. Yeah. Can I make him wear black shoes? I'll make him wear black shoes. I feel like otherwise his design isn't that great. Although I want to make it in the modern day, which I think is pretty obvious from what I've done here. What I've made him look like. Wait, what color would he be associated with? I'll just do gray for now, but... Also, I don't think it really matters what this is. Because I'm going to make him have hand-to-hand combat anyway. Now the hardest part for me, the name. I think I'll do like Michael. That's not how you spell Michael. There we go. I'll probably give him a last name, but that'll be later. I'll name him Michael. Hang on, let me slow it down. I doubt there's gonna be any good ones. Well, actually, it could be this one. I'll do that. Oops, that's not adjusting the frame. That didn't look as good as I thought it'd be. But I think the pose isn't that important. Especially in Soul Calibur, since these are literally going to be my own characters eventually. I would want to put them all in the fighting game though. I feel like that'd be interesting to make them all in the fighting game. So yeah, that's definitely something I want to do later. I just realized I'm actually making 2 characters hand to hand because I was also playing with Maddie, but I think with Maddie I was planning on doing nunchucks like she's actually been given. Jacob I think is gonna be very similar to Xander from Fates as well. Like there's definitely gonna be some crossover to Fates in Nor for sure. Will, I think, yeah, he's just a unique one for me. He's kind of like Raphael, where he's a noble that's gonna be like quick with a sword. I also want the characters to be relatable and have a song similar to Lost in Thoughts All Alone as like the main theme of it or whatever. Or have just like multiple of those songs, you know, that'd be great. There's also some content creators I feel like that really should have their chance to shine in those cases, which is another reason why I'd want to pay game developers. Is because by the time I make a game, like the games I want, because I also want to make sure they're good. So I'd probably make a few games before that to hone my skills, because if you're making a deep meaning thing, it has to be good. It has to be. Because if it's like meh or like bad, people are just gonna either not talk about it at all or just say, oh man, this is bad, and only focus on that. Same with like voice acting and whatnot, which is why I'd also want to do extra games for like maybe to make myself a better voice actor. Like nobody's gonna get the message you're trying to send if it just sucks. Also, it looks like he has a suit on, but I tried to make it so he had a hoodie, whatever. Yeah, nobody's gonna care if about the message if it's just bad. That's another reason why, also, for the paying game developers. And hey, unlike other publishers, I would give them as much time as they would need, you know? Because I've seen how it is with crunch and whatnot, like... And I wouldn't crunch them or like give them a strict deadline or a deadline at all. But I would want to make sure we polished it as much as possible to make sure it's good and give like playtesters in to test for like any bugs or anything. Because I know some people like bugs, but I feel like in like a Fire Emblem type game, because that's the games I want to be making, is like a Fire Emblem-esque game. I'm not sure if that's called a certain genre. I mean, it is a strategy game, but that type of game specifically, like Fire Emblem is, I don't know if that is a genre in itself. Like, yeah, that is something I think would be interesting. I also would do something that I don't think has ever been done in a Fire Emblem game, which is an African American lead, or like, I guess a minority lead, I guess. But yeah, that I think would be the first time ever in like those type of games. I think with this one though, it'd have to be more realistic looking if I want to make it in the modern day. This one can be more like animated, like anime type thing. Although that would be weird with the fighting game that I'd want to make then. It's just weird because like if I don't think I can put these in the same series then. I think they would have to be separate IPs. Which is kind of a shame because I'd want just like one series for like all the heavy hitting stuff, because I think I would still want to make like some lighter side stuff. And like have the heavy hitting stuff as its own series, which is why I guess I wanted my series. I forgot what I was gonna say there, but well, I'd want it to be its own series. But yeah. Although this sword looks freaking sick here. I didn't even notice Nightmare had that sword, but it looks freaking sick, dude. I'd forget how to rotate on this, like using a keyboard. I zoomed out. How do I... That's zooming out still. How do I rotate? I think I hit the button to start it. I just need to find the buttons to rotate, because it's not the arrow keys. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. I was just thinking I could make him wheelchair bound from like a police brutality accident. But then if he's the main character, like what am I going to do with that then? Like maybe that's an end of the game thing and like that's a cliffhanger and whatnot, but I don't think the game should start off with that unless he's like you play as him for like the first few levels and then after that you play as his children while he's in a wheelchair or whatever. Like that could probably work, but yeah. Also, Jacob's hair is like, I think I tried to make it like blonde. Or no, I think I tried to make it like a light blonde is what I tried to do with it. But yeah. So I think Jacob's gonna be a lot like Xander, and then Maddie's gonna be a lot like Elise from friggin' Fates. And also, yes, my name is William. The only reason I'm naming him Will, and like I would want to voice act him, is because he's the main character, and also William is a incredibly common European name. I think it's literally the 4th most common English name. Like, or 3rd. I think it might be 3rd actually. So yeah. I'll probably have a George in there. You know. Henry. Stuff like that, you know? Just common European first names. Although I'm not sure how common Madison or Madeline is. That one might be a little less common. Same with Jacob, but... Actually, there was a Jacob in Fates. He was the butler. Actually, I am thinking about making a maid character to be probably Maddie's retainer. Because I was thinking actually Stephanie would be Maddie's retainer. Because I don't know if I'd want to do the whole thing of like, oh yeah, everybody has retainers. Like Fates did. Because pretty much the characters were the nobles and their retainers. There were very few other characters. Well, there were a lot of children. But, like, the people, you know, you'd care about, except Hinoka, because Hinoka is very forgettable. Which makes sense, because the main dude who wrote the original story for Fates didn't even write Hinoka, so it makes sense that she's completely forgettable. Because they just kind of try to thrust her into the story, I think, is really what happened there. Because originally it was just going to be, what was it, 3 or 2? No, it would be 3 siblings for Hoshido and then 4 for Nor. Hinoka was just added later on. I think it was just so they would be even. Just for it to like make sense. But yeah. So yeah, I think I want to make another retainer for... Well, I think I actually want Katrina to have ties to Madeline as well. And then Jacob and Will to have ties with each other. I think that's going to be more that like Jacob was like training Will a lot. Mostly. Like maybe I could actually make that like a tutorial level. Is actually probably have both Will and Maddie fight Jacob. It'd be very similar to Corin fighting Xander in that like one of the first levels. It'd be very similar in that regard. I think I'd also just want a lot of different weapon types, but it'd basically be Pokemon with how many different weapon types there'd be. Because I actually wanted to do most of the ones that were in Soul Calibur, but yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think Engage has 7? Yeah, it has 7. I think, yeah, Fates only had 5, because they added daggers. Oh no, that's 6, because of bows too. 7 just basically added gauntlets, I think. Yeah. And rods, I guess, technically. Or stabs, because they could actually be broken. Which I feel like doesn't really make any sense, because I feel like healers are already not this great. And you just make it so they get broken. Like, alright. Or no, rods weren't. It was bows and daggers is what it is. Which, I don't understand daggers, but I mean, sure, alright. I guess they would just have to fit in daggers somewhere. It just doesn't make sense to me that, oh yeah, punch into a dagger and then they can't do anything. That seems silly to me. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna make a retain there. Oh yeah, by the way, to make Flora and Felicia, I actually had to do the freaking arcade mode and get SP points just to get the maid outfit. So yeah. Where's the maid outfit again? Is it here? It's not here. Where's the maid outfit? Oh wait, is there one just for outfit? Oh no, there's not. Is this the maid outfit? I don't remember where the maid outfit is. Oh, it's probably here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's like the standard, like, traditional maid outfit, too. I'm also gonna make it so these can't break. That... We're just gonna do that. Yeah. Give her a flower headdress, which I think that's actually... Yeah, that's not here. I believe that's, like, in the other section, basically. I'm pretty sure it's down here. There's that headdress. Yeah. Is it fitting? It looks a little wonky to me, but yeah, this is just a base, you know? I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Could you wear like slacks? No, maybe leggings. I might get real leggings. Yeah. Why do females have so many more sock options? It's weird to me. They have leather shoes. That looks weird. Maybe boots then. Or probably not stilettos, but... What are the ones that have like the high heel thing to them anyway? Those boots? Oh, maybe I'll give her a lace boost actually. Oh yeah, that's the boots I think actually. Bright heels still, yeah, okay. This flows and bridal heels you cannot put socks with. I think you can put sandals with socks though. Yeah, I think this would be basically someone that looks after Maddie. I could do maybe a dynamic too with favoritism, but I don't know. There's already a lot going on, I feel like. Also, something I would want to do actually is have intergender S ranks, because I'd want to bring back having children, which I mean that does make it a little hard to do that. But I'm probably gonna have to do kind of like a sperm bank system, I guess. But yeah. And then people are gonna complain that the game is too woke, because being too woke apparently is a bad thing. Like, apparently being woke is a bad thing, and I don't understand why. Like, oh yes, let's treat people terribly and discriminate against them. Heck yeah. It's like, what? What are you saying? Also, yeah, there's literally like an image going around that if you support Ukraine, then you support communism, but the picture is literally, it has a swastika on it, but they're like two on the opposite side of the political compass, so it's like, make up your mind. I mean, I would bring back daggers, and I guess I made Felicia and Flora Talum, so I'll make her Talum as well. Or Taki, one of the two. I will say, I don't know if I pointed out, I might have been also engaging while I was talking about Flora, but like the only difference with Felicia and Flora, like their stats are very similar, it's just that Felicia's speed is like 20 points higher than Flora's. It's like, okay. I think her skill is 2 or something like that. So I think she's like slightly worse in every stat, like every other stat than Flora, but she's like 20 points higher in skill and speed. So it's just funny. Yeah, I guess I'd make them... Well, I guess they didn't do it with Felicia, they just actually kept the maid outfit. Didn't color it or anything. I don't know. I hope you can actually hear me, because I feel like I'm only being slightly louder than the desktop audio. This is why I was moving my mouse, but I didn't fix it. Yeah, I probably should do that. I don't know why, but the blonde maid just seems weird to me. I guess I'm just used to like Felicia and Flora or something like that, but a blonde maid just looks weird to me. Maybe it's the short hair too. Well, it doesn't make sense if they'd have red hair with the whole aesthetic I'm going with. I don't want them all to have like purple hair though. Yeah, maybe like dark blue or something like that. I'd do something like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, I actually could give her a backstory then, because I feel like Blue would be a little weird and because it's kind of like how Flora and Felicia were kidnapped to serve Corin. That's the whole reason they serve you, is because they were literally kidnapped to serve Corin. It's kind of messed up. Which that is also why they do explain that's why Flora is also like upset with the whole thing. So they were kidnapped and Flora remembers it, but Felicia doesn't. So yeah, that's basically why on that. I guess I could make her have water powers. That could be a thing. And also for some reason no fire, even though she'd be from water. Just like Flora knows fire for some reason, even though she's from an ice tribe. Like, why does she know fire? It's never, I don't think it's ever explained why she knows fire. It's just like, hey, she knows fire, she's killing herself with fire. And it's like, you're from an ice tribe though. That's another thing I hate about her death is like, one, I feel like it's very preventable. And like, it doesn't make any sense why it happens. And two, like, why, since when did she know fire? Like, I feel like they kind of glossed over that, the fact is like, oh yeah, by the way, she knows how to use fire. It's like, you're from an ice tribe. How do you know how to use fire? Oh, I can maybe make her like an Azura type character. Or a Flora Felicia where they were kidnapped. Like, Flora and Felicia at least was like in the Norian area. I think it'd be more interesting if I did a mix of both where they were kidnapped to serve Maddie, but they were kidnapped from the other country. I could actually make it the dragon do that. That could be another way of doing it. And that actually give her motive to join Maddie and help her out. Also, you definitely need like black shoes or something like that. Yeah, I just feel like content creators also with the voice acting and whatnot, like, they just deserve so much more respect, man. Same with video game designers in general, or like computer programmers in general. They just deserve so much more respect than they actually get, man, it's insane. Like, I don't understand how people still think it's easy to make a game. Like, I literally have taken a programming class and know that, hey, doing even the simplest stuff is not easy. Except making words show up on the screen. Or at least in the console. That part's easy. But like, it's really not... Like, when people are like, hey, why isn't this fixed? It's like, I mean, you do realize they are probably working on it. It's just, it takes time. It's like I just have never gotten why people just think, oh yeah, you can just make this super quick. It's like, no, you can't. Yeah, I think this looks better. Honestly, that default color isn't that bad, that far off. I think I'd make it just like this though. Yeah, maybe I make her real like Flora, my Flora stand-in, and then Katrina can just be a commander that you face. I can do that. I would also do like what Fates in Three Houses has done, where they only did with like one character though, but if you had a high enough support with that character, they would actually live. It was done with Rhea in literally one route, which was the Blue Lions route. If you had a high enough support with Rhea, she lives. For some reason. And then it was with Kaze and Fates. On Birthright. Because I don't think they did in Fates or Revelation. And I feel like that should return. I also should probably change her hairstyle, because I feel like Downs isn't gonna have to change it again, but I mean, yeah, I guess they'd have to have a ponytail or something like that. I don't want to plug in a controller because I feel like it might just do the thing where it just spins around non-stop. Which I don't understand how, because literally rotating the camera takes like 3 different actions, so I don't understand why it does it. It does. Like, I'm just gonna try to find the button. Oh, U does it. That rotates the character. Got it. Perfect. I got it now. Why did it throw itself around? God dang it. Yeah, I think that would work. Yeah, I can do something like that. God dang it, my charger freaking fell back under my desk. I'm gonna have to fish that out later. God freaking dang it. Alright. And now, like that. There we go. I feel like her hair might be a little too dark of a blue. I might change that slightly. That's eyebrows. I think I should make it a little brighter. Oh, that's the opposite of what I'm doing. Hang on. I'll do it like one more. Yeah, I'll probably raise those up one. The eyebrows. I mean, they like. Oh, that changed a little bit. Because yeah, I feel like what you should do is have, you know, interesting characters. And I think a way you can make protagonists is make them relatable. Because I think Fire Emblem, the main thing is like, they've made some protagonists that either can transform into a dragon or is mixed with a god, so it's kind of hard to relate with them. You know, it's a little difficult. I could pull a freaking Engage and just name her Ruby, even though she's freaking blue. I mean, I think Azura is based off of her being blue. Because Azure is blue. I think it's Spanish. Azure. It's blue in Spanish. So it's probably based off of that. I can name her. You know what? I'll name her Aqua. She might have water powers. I might give her water powers. It probably would be like only to the effect though of like what is shown in Fates too, like how it's similar in that. Should I have her smile? Because I feel like it's also interesting if I make them like sad or something like that. That can like be like keep a note in my brain or something like that. I like how this game though is just basically come into like, hey, here's how I can make some characters, which I mean I'm honestly kind of grateful for. It kind of helps me out. Is there like water? Well, there's water. There we go. Bam, perfect. Also, I'm only doing that because her name's Aqua. She's not gonna be like from under the sea or something like that. That'd be insane. I think I'll just do that and keep it nice and simple. There we go. I'm gonna think Michael's freaking like. Well, actually, I think I'll figure it out that these are two different games, and it's gonna be related to this one. I could actually have, because I know someone who actually draws pretty well, I could have him show these and like have them drawn out to like see how they would actually look. I feel like that'd be interesting. Also, I'm not sure about giving Katrina an eye patch or not. I just kind of did it because I was like, okay, that'd make her look cool. Just say she lost her eye or something like that. Give her an eye patch. So I'm not sure if she'll actually have an eye patch or not. Definitely not that futuristic. But yeah. I don't think it changed Aqua's voice, but I think it'd probably be soft. And it'd probably be a higher pitched voice. Because I think Aqua would probably only be slightly older than Maddie. Oh yeah, that could be an interesting thing too, like Aqua and Maddie could be like really best friends, but Aqua hides the fact that she was kidnapped and brought there. I think actually, I'm getting ideas now. The brain is turning. It is crazy how like once you make these characters, it's like the ideas start flowing. I do know during computer programming we were like talking about something and then I started zoning out. Or it was computer networking. I started zoning out and thinking about like stuff going on in the game. I was like, I hope he didn't say anything important. I think I got basically everything I needed to write down though, but still, would have been great if that was the case. Yeah. Those are 20 minutes apart? Dang. Yeah. I think that could be enough for now. I got a character for like my police brutality or like mental health one, because that's gonna be more like, I think it might be that his children are really suffering mentally, or he himself is suffering mentally, and you just see reports of police brutality and all these like, hey, let me just slap a luxury sticker on the luxury car, and it's like, okay. I say a luxury sticker, police sticker. Yeah. I might make him the same voice then. Hang on, I'm gonna just see. Is there one that's like
Okay, will you fight me?
So you want to fight?
Will you,
how's this one
will
lower
you fight
pitched?
me? Will you fight me?
I'll try that. Again, like, it's also kind of up to the voice actor. I get to play these parts, you know, on like how they would interact. Wow, 9:47 on the dot. Yeah. Because I'd also want them to interpret it as they want to. I think I'd basically tell them like what the character is about and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's really up to the voice actor. These are just like basic ideas. Which also, I want Will to sound like me, and I actually didn't give him the same voice as myself. I gave him this one.
Let's go.
I gave him that, and then I'm the Young Knight preset. So yeah, I don't want to try and do a voice for him though until like I'm actually at that point. Because also I might just have someone else voice act him. Like, the idea is that I want to voice act him, but I mean, if I'm not too confident in my voice acting skills, then I might give myself a smaller role to make someone else voice Will. So yeah. Yeah, it's... Oh yeah, I think what I was gonna do with Will actually is like, there'd be times when Will would just be out in like the forest just training. Or like, it might have been just thinking about stuff too. About what's been going on and like training and whatnot. It's like his safe spot, kind of. I think that's why I made it the woods. Yeah, I also gave Jacob Bartholomew basically the same thing. It's just he has this glow Bartholomew over him. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Actually, hang on. How does
This should be weakling. Well, guess I gotta clobber ya. Well, guess I gotta clobber ya. Well, guess I gotta clobber ya.
I'll do that. Just because I feel like the preset, like what the Wildman says, actually would be a lot more than what I would think I would think he would sound like, is what I was gonna say. Yeah, I have one on nationalism, which that I think also is gonna be taking place in the modern day, so I think those two will be related. I was thinking about, oh shoot, I don't think I've added it actually as an idea. I actually have the document. But I was gonna have one about abortion. Oh no, I did add it. Something along the lines of abortion. Police brutality and lack of mental health facilities, and then nationalism. Oh yeah, and then there was another one of two brothers with different pasts have to get past their parents fighting and find out their real families in the process. Which, I'll be honest, is kind of based off of my experience with life. It's kind of based off of me. So, yeah. That was also one. I think that's actually the least heavy-hitting one. Which I think that's still kind of a heavy subject, so... Yeah, that just kind of goes to show what I've been thinking about. Yeah. I might play a few games. I think I'm good with characters for now. Oh yeah, I don't think I showed Eliza, actually. Was it Eliza? Was that her name? I forget. I think it was Eliza. Yeah, Eliza. I was gonna make her... Also, these two are dancers. Probably is what I'm going to do. But, yeah, I plan on Elise being, like, one of the main people. I think actually she could be a daughter of, the royalty of the other country. Or multiple. I could do multiple countries. I think that could make sense. I mean, I am kind of doing the, freaking Fiorne type thing with, what I'm doing with Eliza. Also, I'm definitely not making her show this much. I'm just saying that now. Is it? Okay, yeah, I should probably do these. But yeah. I think that's what I'll do. I also kind of want the Persona dancing... Was it Dancing All Night? Like, I want that to be in there, because, you know, I want to also have a really good soundtrack. I'm not sure how I could do that with a Fire Emblem game, like S game is the only thing. I'm not sure how that would work. So yeah. Also, if I were to do a game along the lines of Fates and like there's a Revelation type storyline where both sides come together, I feel like Fates kind of didn't do that too well, where like you basically just barely used any characters. I feel like you just got characters way too quickly in Revelation. Like, I feel like they should have made that one longer than the other two, instead of like the same like length. So like you actually could use the characters more instead of just like, hey, here's a bunch of characters, now use them all. I will say it is really funny though when you when your party is literally Corin, Felicia, and Azura, and then Felicia's like, "Look at Camp. We need someone who can freaking clean up after himself." And it's like, "Yeah, but there's like 3 of us, and we're standing in the middle of a field, running away from everybody." It's like, I don't know. Maybe that should be the least of our worries, you know?
Soul of Maxi.
Yeah, I think that's actually not too bad for like what I was going for. Of like an African American like skin tone. But yeah, that seems pretty good. Actually, now I need a controller. Yeah. God dang it. Oh, dang it. Also, I definitely pull a Metal Gear and make most of the villains, like in the modern day one, also be America. Because, you know, America's not a great country. I literally tweeted out, like, when was that tweet? It was like a few days ago. Maybe this was like no, it wasn't last Friday, was it? It might have been, actually. It might have been last Friday. I said that America is a terrible country, so, yeah. Because it's really not great. Wait, why did I go in here? Alright.
Raphael, this won't take long.
Bam ba down. Bam ba bang. Bam ba down.
Well, guess I gotta clobber you.
Do not delude yourself, thou wretched fool.
Battle 1. Fight. Ready?
Ow. Also, it's hard to tell what's a combo and what isn't. Because the computer just kind of gets hit by everything. Oh, I didn't even mean to do it that time. I think I meant to do the running kick, and he just kind of did it again.
To your last breath. Fight.
Ow. Ow.
Piss yourself.
I love that. It's just the best line, freaking.
Stand. Fight to your
It's just the best line of the freaking middle-aged Wildman. Don't piss yourself.
Fight.
Oh, ow. Give me meter again.
Don't piss yourself.
Bam. Don't piss yourself.
Still wanna go? Claim victory. I got serious, so obviously I won.
Is there a water effect I can actually give him?
To the stage of history retold.
I don't think there's a water effect I can give. I'll see, but I don't think there is. There's a ripple effect, which I guess would be the closest. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Yeah. I guess I could put that royal family against each other. Oh yeah, also something I forgot to mention about Bartholomew's I'd actually make him feel remorseful for what he did. Like, you still have to fight him, but he'd at least feel remorseful for it after, you know, you've basically murdered him.
Soul of Raphael.
Anyway.
Soul of nightmare.
I actually think what Jacob sounds like in this, I'd actually want Jacob to sound like. But I think Jacob's the one I'd actually want to stay as close to, as possible to him.
Won't get any pity from me. Battle 1.
Because I actually like how Jacob sounds here. Maybe I can get the voice actor who voice acted this specific custom voice. Ow. Stop headbutting me. Taunt canceling. Right, that's the back. Got it. Oh yeah, I gave Jacob an effect that's just black goop. Ow. Wow.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Battle 3. Fight.
I think I would actually bring back battle damage that was in Fates, but probably not to the fact that they're basically naked. So I won't have someone like Sophie who had the natural ability that just would take all of their clothes off or something. That's literally Sophie's unique ability in Fates, was that she could just... When she does damage, she freaking knocks all their clothes off. It's like, why? Why is that her ability? That doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Oops.
Soul of Raphael. Soul of Maxi. Soul of choice. Haswell.
Oh yeah, Bartholomew I think also is pretty similar to what I'd want him to sound like. Have that mellow voice.
Okay, let's get this started.
Don't yell. It's barbaric.
Battle 1. Fight.
Over here.
Oh. I forgot that they just spam that move as well. Ow! Why'd I do so much? Oh, Jesus.
I bite.
I did a lot.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ow. Boom. Aw. Dang, if I freaking got that, that would have been... That would have been sick.
Battle 3. Fight.
Alright.
Did you like it?
For the fallen who fought so bravely.
Oh yeah, I'd also make the dragon go after
Easy being beautiful.
either the main character or anybody that's in intergender relationships.
Welcome to the stage of history.
And yes, that would be intentionally directed towards some people.
Soul of Callum.
And all I'm saying is I'm reminding you that's about religion. Oh shoot, did I make Maddie smaller? I'm gonna make Aqua smaller then. Because I think I made Maddie smaller. I don't think I made her the smallest, but I think I made her small. Or maybe I did make her the smallest. Oh no, I didn't change her at all. Yeah, I probably should change that. Yeah, you know what? I'll make her thin and short. I didn't realize I didn't change her height. I don't think I've done that with any of the characters. I probably should. I'll make Will slightly shorter. So he'll be average height, I guess. He'll be skinny. Jacob will make bulky. Well, he already is pretty bulky. Oh, he's yoked up there. Man is yoked up. The man needs to be yoked up even more. He's the crown prince after all. He needs to be pretty yoked up. Is all I'm saying. Oh yeah, I wanted to adjust Aqua's height. Then short. Oh, it's actually adjusted based on what their character is. Oh, that's interesting. I guess it makes sense, but I just didn't think they'd do it. Oh yeah, I also probably should make Michael built. I mean, this mansion's gonna be absolutely yoked. Mans also doesn't skip leg day. Muscle definition 5, baby. Alright. Did I make Katrina smaller? Oops, that's not what I want. Yeah, I think it's actually fine how she is. Yeah, I just wanted to do that real quick because also the height is kind of important.
Welcome to the stage of history retold. Soul of Talum, soul of Sophitia.
Oh, I guess I was gonna make a really young player's voice. Katrina was supposed to be super young.
When souls
Will you fight me? My, you look like fun.
battle 1, fight.
Okay. I'm not great with Talum, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm just jumping around, man.
What's this? Over so soon?
Battle 2, fight.
Allow me. Allow me.
Got him.
Now let's. What's this? Over so.
Battle 3, fight.
Punch.
Allow me.
Oh. That did a lot. Ow.
Allow me.
Oh, something was supposed to break there. Ow. How about you stop?
No escape. This will hurt.
And she's done.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
I win.
Welcome to
All
the
right.
stage of history retold.
Oops.
Soul of Talum,
I kept double clicking. Oh yeah, I guess I should also do this.
Soul of Ivy.
Since I've been playing with all my presumed game characters, I might as well do these two.
Care to dance with me? I want to finish this up quick.
Also, I did mark how I thought Camilla's a thirst trap, and I feel like I can't really say much because I think that's the whole point of Stephanie. But you know. Oh.
What a bore.
Okay. Alright. I didn't think that'd...
Fight to your last breath. Battle 2. Fight.
Ow. I don't think she's gonna have the multiple personality thing. Like I've given her by assigning her Tira. Ow. Ow. Oop.
What a bore.
Battle 3. Fight.
Ready? Ready? Adorable.
I'm not sure if this kills. I think it will, actually. I think it does.
Want more?
Yep, it does.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Want more?
Bam.
This world is mine for the taking.
I'm not sure if I'd also use the circular blade as a weapon
Welcome
in
to
it
the
also.
stage of history retold.
Because I think that might be a little too obvious what I'm getting my... Well, I guess I have said what I've got my influence from. I don't know, maybe I will throw it in there. And whips. Projectile whips. You know.
Soul of Talum. Soul of choice as well.
Yeah, I'd also want... I think I'd want their introductions in the fighting game to be the same as Injustice 2, but actually make them all unique. Because some of them they still use generic voice lines for.
Battle 1. Fight.
And I'd want to make them all unique to each other. I mean, they do a good job of that mostly, but there are still some repeats. And also would have a lot of different, like, unique ones. Ow. Because I think the thing that's neat also with those introductions is, like, some of them are, obviously you can tell they're at a different point when they're fighting,
Battle 2. Fight.
or chosen to fight, basically, or have come into that scenario. So I think I'd want at least 3, probably, different, like, unique interactions with each characters. That did a lot.
Hurt? What's this? Over so sick.
Battle 3. Fight.
Allow me.
Nope.
No escape.
Got him.
This will hurt.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
I don't know if I'd make the fighting game similar to Injustice, though, or, like,
A little harder.
Mortal Kombat. Because I know those games can be very campy. At least Injustice.
Welcome to the stage.
They usually have one very campy character. Which I think, honestly, with they all have swords, and like that won't be a problem. Well, I guess Bartholomew will be a mage, but you know. I probably should also make more than just Bartholomew as a mage. That's also something I have to think about. Because I have a rapier, nunchucks, or gauntlets, whatever I think. Big boy sword. Like, I think I make these different classes. Because, I mean, they are very different weapons, having like a big, what are these, like long swords or broadswords? They're like rapiers. Like, I think those are different. Like how you have to wield them too and fight with them. So I think that would be a different class. I actually don't know how I would, because these would definitely be have something interacting with each other. I would think the rapier would have a better effect on the broadsword, just with the speed. Same with nunchucks. So I think it would struggle against basically like the quicker weapons, like maybe like stabs or something like that. It's good against. I don't know. Again, I haven't really thought too much about it. Yeah, Bartholomew will be a mage. I probably should make a mage. I got daggers. I'm not sure if I'll do sword and shield. I might do what it did in Three Houses and just make a shield of, like, was it an item or like a equipable thing or something like that? I never used the shields in Three Houses, so I don't know. I literally never did. I probably should make lances, which that'll just be basically like cavalry units. I guess I could have a lance fighter class, probably. It's like soldier or like lance fighter. Or lancer. I think some Fire Emblem games just call them lancers. I think I would bring back the maid class though, because I feel like it was actually kind of a nice class, but maid butler class. I thought it was a neat class that they could wield daggers and stabs. And also Live to Serve. That skill honestly is really good. And I like that skill a lot, so I might bring Live to Serve back. I think for copyright reasons, though, I'd probably have to change the name of it, but... or at least like the picture or something like that. I can't just literally copy off of it. Yeah, I think that might do it for the stream. Like I said, this is probably gonna be a shorter one. I'm gonna freaking turn off the music. Or actually, I guess I can, yeah, I can just... I'll just mute the music on the stream, because I can just, oh, I need to click on the game. I was like, why can't I do anything? I wasn't clicking the game. Yeah, that'll do it. I stream every Sundays at 1:30, so that's tomorrow. And it's Engage, which I've learned has a huge difficulty spike. Like, it was insane, the freaking difficulty spike on it. It literally went from, like, what was it, 18 to being, like, super easy, to 19 is, like, I actually had to, like, think it through, dude. And then freaking 20, I literally only had a leer left. I did do a little bit of grinding off stream, so, I hope that'll make it, like, I won't just only have a leer left, and if that's the case, I'm probably have to grind on stream. Or just do the other paralogs, one of the two, and then grind off stream. I might do that, actually, if, because I think I have enough paralogs, honestly, just to do a whole stream of them. Well, that might be a bit excessive in saying that, but I got a lot. Yeah, so I'm streaming Engage, and that probably won't get done until April. Although, I don't know, because what, I think there's like 28, 26, something like that. I looked at it, and now I forget it. Shoot. I'm gonna have to look it back up again. Yeah, I'm getting close. I think it is 28. No, I don't think it is. Eh, whatever. I'll just look it up later. I still got a few... Point is, I'm not gonna be finished, like, in, like, the next 2 streams or something like that. It's still gonna be a little bit. And I also, if I feel like it, know what to stream every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30. That's when I'll stream at those. Yeah, so you can see all my past streams at youtube.com/IronColdSteveAustin. Nope, at IronColdVods. And if you're watching the VODs, my Twitch and Twitter is IronColdSteveAustin. So yeah, see you tomorrow for continuing on with Engage. See you then.